Hey there, so I am going to be helping you guys in the Easter event in the house TD and how to get these urns like the Whiplash bunny urn. So first of all, when you are almost near the boss fight, most of the bosses are designed to have meat shields, so you want to do is go to some of your strong towers, not all of them, but set them to go from first to strongest, meaning that even if the boss does have a meat shield, you will still damage them, because once the boss is down, you win. Even if there's still 15 enemies on the map, when the boss is gone, you win, meaning that the best strategy is, yeah, like this. There is no meat shield right now, but if there was, then you would want to do it. And in order, a tip to get these urns, like from this, here we have the Were Bunny, we have the Axe Bunny, we have the Brave Bunny, so on and so forth. Because here they all have a 10% chance, so from my experience, you are going to want to play the game 10 times in order to guarantee a 100%. As well as going through the hardest stage you can. I recommend that. Going to the hardest stage, because then you will end up getting all of the Easter eggs while you're able to collect the urns. So what you want to do is, I recommend you always have an angel on your team, because you will spawn with at least, if you spawn with 2,500, place down an angel, because they are strong and they are ranged, meaning that they can attack from further distance like this. So you do want to just have them set as first when you first start out, because you are trying to prevent anything from going to your exit. And you are going to want to have a strong set of players or a team. If you need, you can gather friends as well. When you do play and want to get the urn, you must check what time and how long you can play, because when you play, like, let's say you play 9 games and then you click lobby and then go back in, you expect to get the urn, but no, it resets it, so currently you're still back at a 10%, meaning that you are going to want to make sure that you complete all 10 rounds at once. And I recommend you do fight the room that you can complete, that is the highest, that would be best, because then that guarantees you to get more of these, to also purchase the urns at the start. Like when you spawn in, you can either buy I know there's the shield one, and then there's the one with the hammer. I do not remember their names, but they do cost 2,500 Easter eggs. So what I recommend is you do want to also use your voodoo tokens to give your towers like enchants, just so they become stronger and they can help you throughout the game. Of course, if you can, equip a multiple set of ranged and some close combat, mainly ranged though, so they can get them from far distance. So here, look, it has this big space, it can go through multiple of them, and that's just a benefit. And you do want to upgrade your towers. Even if Angel is weak, it is good for early game and they still can deal a lot of damage. Make sure you do have a support on your team, either the Corrupt Angel with the boost or the Demon Mage, which is really good. So those are mainly the base tips. You are going to want to make sure you have a team of range. You're going to want to set not all of them, but some of them to the strongest. So when the boss comes in, if they do have a meat shield, you can still do damage as well. You're going to want to have multiple range. And when you are planning on getting the urns, like this Whiplash urn, from the room 1, you're going to want to make sure you play all 10 rounds in one match, because if you do click lobby, it does reset. So if you're at 90%, it will reset to 10%. And I do know this because I was about to get the urn. I was at 90% from the stage 2, but then I went to go do something. I went to the lobby, and when I expected to get the room 2 urn, it didn't give it. It reset it to 10%. So you are going to want to make sure that you can do it through the sitting, and as well go for the highest room you can, but make sure you can defeat it, as well as make sure that sometimes, I'm not 100% sure, but the win streak also might affect the amount you get. But it might and it might not. So it depends. I have not yet tested this out, but there is a possibility that it does. So what I'm doing here is I'm placing down a lot of boom bears until I hit the limit, because you can only place a total of 8 boom bears. And I am just placing them inside of each of these little places that these cobwebs provide, just to provide maximum around damage. So if you do want to get them again, make sure you do it in one sitting. Set some of your towers to the strongest so it can prevent the meat shield from making you lose, as well as, again, do it in one sitting and go for the highest one possible that you can, and you will win, because you will get more of these Easter eggs, meaning that you can buy way more of the urns from the lobby. And those are my tips. I hope this helped you in your grinding.